The rules are simple, but the consequences are eternal. If you visit Jakarta's Jeruk Purut Cemetery after midnight, you must go in a group of an odd number. If you are even, he will join you. And once he joins, he will never leave. This is not a restless spirit. This is a vengeful entity, a figure in a faded priest's robe, eternally searching for the head that was unjustly severed from his body. And tonight, he is searching the perimeter, just outside the frame of your vision. Welcome to Indonesian Nightmare, and welcome to the truth of the Headless Pastor. Every major city has a graveyard they dare not speak of. For Jakarta, that place is Jeruk Purut. But the fear here is specific. It centers entirely on one figure. The legend claims that years ago, a terrible crime unfolded near the cemetery. A man attempting to rape a pastor's servant was stopped by the priest. In a blind rage, the attacker murdered both the servant and the pastor. To escape, the killer disguised himself in the pastor's robes. But the villagers were not fooled. They caught the disguised killer and, in an act of brutal justice, decapitated him. The killer died, but the sin remained. The ghost who haunts Jeruk Purut is the spectral image of that killer, forever trapped in the robes of the man he murdered. He is a headless pastor, carrying his own severed head in one hand, constantly followed by the phantom of the slain servant. Locals say he haunts the cemetery because his head was not buried with his body. He is an eternal seeker, roaming the vast cemetery, not to harm, but to find his missing piece. And this is where the fear sets in. The killer died, but the sin remained. The ghost who haunts Jeruk Purut is the spectral image of that killer, forever trapped in the robes of the man he murdered. He is a headless pastor, carrying his own severed head in one hand, constantly followed by the phantom of the slain servant. Locals say he haunts the cemetery because his head was not buried with his body. He is an eternal seeker, roaming the vast cemetery, not to harm, but to find his missing piece. And this is where the fear sets in. The Headless Pastor is a perpetual symbol of misplaced justice and eternal searching. He walks, and Jakarta fears. Do you dare to visit a place where the cost of being one person too many is the sight of the Headless Pastor himself? If you want to keep exploring the dark, true legends of Asia, subscribe to Indonesian Nightmare now. Good night, and keep your numbers odd.